I held off on making this video because I wanted to gather evidence of what I'm seeing was happening in the Marvel and Disney World union. And something that Quentin Tarantino said that I think is newsworthy of what we're seeing was happening in this entertainment world. When Disney and Marvel merged together, this was supposed to be a union that was supposed to spring and give birth to grand superhero movies of epic proportions. We were supposed to see our heroes brought to life on the big screen. All types. We were supposed to see, this was supposed to be a new renaissance in superhero movies. We were supposed to see so much, and the fans were supposed to be giddy. This was supposed to be good times, a money powerhouse in Disney, and we had a studio which is backed up by comic books for years, lore, pages and pages of storylines and characters, a plethora of so many plots and storylines to choose from. Endless, it seems. So this union could have been a marriage made in heaven. But we all know how that turned out. With movies like Black Widow and Loki are the latest victims of this union. Subpar shows that have really nothing to do with the characters, the foundations of the original character. What's happening with this union? Why did it turn out to be so toxic? Why are the fans leaving in droves, unsubscribing to Disney's subscriptions, streaming platforms? People upset about The Mandalorian. Why is there so much toxic energy from a union that was supposed to make the fans happy? What's happening right now is two things: greed and ideology. It's simple. Greed overrides and trumps normal behavior, common sense. Greed is powerful because it stifles creativity. In a business that is based on entertainment and creativity, this is a fine line because, yes, the entertainment business needs to make money, but it cannot stifle creativity to make that money. It's a conundrum. You need creativity and people who are artistic to make money. But if you put money ahead of the creativity and the artisticness, you don't make money. And that's what we're seeing right now. A company that's getting too big may start to look at money as just the main factor rather than the artist or the creativity that goes behind the entertainment business. There's a reason why the government broke up monopolies, because they were very harmful to the customers. The reason why is because the company didn't listen to the customers, because they felt that the customers needed them. And when that happens, quality goes down because no one listens. Customers are put on the back burner. This is what happens when a company gets too big, because they feel that they're the only product in town. And we can see that happening with Marvel and Disney. We can see that the quality of movies that should be exceptional is not. We should see fans lined up to go see a movie like the old days when people used to see Star Wars. But people don't. What's happening is that greed is stifling creativity. That's one. The next one is ideology. Ideology is a belief, but there's nothing wrong with that unless that belief is toxic. I mean, that word is used a lot, but I mean, if it's really just nasty, it has no real place in reality. When a movie is, again, stifled, its creativity is stifled, its artisticness is stifled by ideology. That means you have to have a certain amount of standards of people. You have to have a certain number of people. You have to have a certain number of people who look a certain way. You have to have a certain number of people who believe a certain way. You have to have a certain number of people who walk a certain way. When you start to do that, when you start to crunch the numbers to reinforce a belief, artistic merit is crushed. Creativity is stifled. And you don't have products that people want to see. And that's what we're seeing in Hollywood. This isn't me saying this. This is Quentin Tarantino. He said this while being interviewed by Bill Maher. He said ideology in today's Hollywood is crushing artistic ability. It's literally strangling Hollywood. Hollywood depends on artistic, creative people to make money. That is their world. It's like a painter, but instead of you welcoming painters, you try to tax them so they don't come. That's what's happening in Hollywood. They are literally strangling creativity or for profit and ideology. In the end, how low will this go? There's no telling. But right now, Hollywood is eating itself up. And big studios like the Marvel and Disney merger, companies that keep on getting bigger, are producing subpar shows what the fans do not like. This effect isn't good. Because even though they're a luxury item, even though they're entertainment business, they still have to make money. But that money doesn't come out of thin air. It comes from fans. Fans that want to buy tickets. Fans that want to buy memorabilia. Fans that want to buy product. Fans that want to buy t-shirts. And if they do not like what you're producing, the very business that depends on them will fall apart. This is just my small, humble opinion for what I see that's happening in the entertainment world. What I'm curious is about what you think. Do you think the Disney and Marvel merger, do you think this is a good thing? Let me know below, and I'll read your comments. Thank you for watching.